Hello children, I am back again. Now we are moving on to the next topic, that is soil as a resource. If you have not seen my earlier video, there will be a link on the top at the I button. Please see the videos and then you come back to this topic, otherwise it won't be clear. Okay, now when we are talking about soil as a resource, we all know soil is a living system. Why we call it as a living system? Because it is mainly responsible for the survival of plants and as well as for the survival of various organisms who are present in the soil, and we all know soil is a renewable resource. So today our topic for discussion is soil. Okay, we are going to talk about soil as a resource. Okay, when I told you soil is a living system, that means it is very much responsible for the survival of plants as well as for the human beings. Now, how a soil is formed? What are the factors that are responsible for the formation of soil? We all know that the process of formation of soil is called as weathering, where the parent rocks get broken down into small particles due to various factors. Okay, so today we are going to talk about the factors which are responsible for the formation of soil. But before that, you should know what is weathering. Okay, weathering is a process through which the parent rock breaks down into small particles due to various factors, and these breaking down of small particles can further lead to formation of soil. So today we are going to talk about factors which are basically responsible for the formation of soil. Okay, see, I will give you the factors point wise. Question can come in 3 marks for factors responsible for the formation of soil. This question has came in 2011 and 2012 as a 3-mark question. Okay, now the first factor that is responsible for formation of soil is called as parent rock. Now, how is parent rock responsible for the formation of soil is that the features that the parent rock is carrying will only be lended to the soil. Okay, now if the parent rock is a very fertile, then definitely that soil will be leading to the further carrying quality of the parent rock. Okay, now the disintegration of parent rock, that means breaking down of parent rock, will only lead to formation of soil. So in the formation of soil, the first factor is called as the parent rock because it provides the basic material for the soil to be formed. Understood? So parent rock is the first factor as well as it is the basic material which is required for the formation of soil as it passes on its qualities to the soil. Understood? Understood what is parent rock and how it is responsible for the formation of soil. Now the second factor that we are going to talk about the formation of soil is called as climate. Now climate is very much responsible for the formation of soil. How a climate is responsible? See, the change in the climate, that is, and the change in the climate can lead to formation of soil because there are various climatic factors that are working on our earth crust. Like for example, rainfall हो गया, high temperature हो गया, humidity हो गया. All these climatic factors leads to the soil formation. Now we all know that because of water also the soil breaks down, the parent rock gets break down into small parts. Okay, because of humidity also and because of high temperature. When high temperature is there are cracks developed in the rocks, right? And when the rainfall comes, the water gets filled in these cracks, leading to the pressure, and the parent rock breaks down and forms small globules of soil. Understood? The second factor is called as climate, in which you will write down rainfall. You will explain how rainfall affects, how rise in temperature is affecting the formation of soil, and how humidity affects the formation of soil. Now humidity helps in maintaining the water between the rocks, which gives constant pressure and forces the rock to break down into small pieces. Okay, now the third factor that is responsible for the formation of soil is called as vegetation. Okay, now when we are talking about vegetation, there are many areas all around India which are not having natural vegetations also, like for example desert areas. Now when we are talking about vegetations, we are specifically talking how plants help in weathering of parent rock. When plants actually grow in an area, their roots penetrate deep inside the earth crust. When they go deep inside the earth crust, they with their root pressure, they tend to bring cracks between the rocks, and that leads to formation of soil. Understood? So vegetation also plays a very important role when we are talking about soil formation. Okay, now the fourth is called as a natural agent. Now the fourth factor which is responsible for the formation of soil is called as natural agents. Now what are natural agents and how do they help in soil formation? When we are talking about natural agents, means these agents can be various forces of nature. Now when we are talking about various forces, it can be, see, we are talking about various forces of nature. Okay, when we are talking about various forces of nature, it can be action of running water. Okay, running water can also break down the parent rock into small globules of soil. Right, we all know that when we all know lake has waters beneath its surface, and it slowly and gradually gets break down into soil which forms silt. Okay, so action of running water, action of wind is also the most important factor to lead to soil formation. Okay, and then action of glaciers can also lead to soil formation. There are various chemical changes in the earth crust which can lead to soil formation. I hope this topic is clear. We have read about soil as a resource. We are reading about how factors are actually responsible for the formation of soil. The first factor which we read was parent rock. It is the first and it is the basic material because its qualities are passed on to soil. Then the second factor is called as rainfall. Second factor, sorry, it is called as climate. In climate, we are talking about climatic factors like rainfall, rise in temperature and humidity. I already told you, rise in temperature brings cracks in the parent rock, and which ultimately leads to filling of water which comes through rainfall. And then that water pressure helps the parent rock to get divided into small globules. Okay, the third is vegetation. Plants actually play a very important role in the process of weathering because the roots penetrate deep inside the earth crust. They tend to bring cracks in the earth crust, which leads to soil formation. Okay, now the fourth factor is called as natural agents. When we are talking about natural agents, we are discussing about various forces of nature. That can be action of running water, that can be through wind, that can be through glaciers, and in fact various chemical changes can also lead to the formation of soil. I hope the topic is clear. There is a 3-mark question in 2011 and 2012 discussing about the factors which are leading to soil formation. You note down this according to the heading. Everything is mentioned in your NCERT book, but I am explaining you through heading so that it becomes easy for you to attempt it exams. Okay.